Across the desolate landscapes of the past lie forgotten settlements, their wooden structures now silent witnesses to vanished dreams and unsettling tales of abandonment. These towns often sprang to life, fueled by the promise of riches, primarily gold or silver. Prospectors flocked, establishing communities that thrived, if only for a season. Yet the precious metals rarely lasted. As veins ran dry, the lifeblood drained from these settlements, leaving behind empty saloons and silent workshops. Remote locations, often hundreds of miles from established civilization, meant inhabitants were cut off. This isolation bred unique communities, but also amplified fear. Harsh winters often trapped residents, severing supply lines and exacerbating hardship. Stories emerged of desperate times and disappearances during these long, frozen months. Many towns share chilling incidents of unexplained disappearances, residents vanishing without a trace, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a lingering sense of dread. Bodie, California, famed for its well-preserved state, is often surrounded by tales of a curse. Visitors have reported misfortunes after taking souvenirs. Each ghost town carries unique local legends. Tales of spectral figures, ghostly laughter, and unexplained cold spots are common refrains whispered through the ages. In some towns, the ghost of a hardworking miner is said to linger, eternally searching for that one last elusive vein of gold, his pickaxe echoing faintly. Many believe these towns are haunted not by individuals, but by the collective energy of lives abruptly ended or deeply disappointed, their spirits restless. Consider St. Elmo, Colorado. Once a thriving mining hub, its sudden abandonment is often linked to structural instability and perhaps an architect's looming regret. The very structures seem to hold echoes. Faint sounds, creaks, whispers, attributed by some to the residual energies of those who lived and died there. Schoolhouses, often central to community life, stand empty. Children's laughter is replaced by silence, a poignant reminder of vibrant pasts now lost to time. The saloons, once hubs of revelry and camaraderie, now host only phantom patrons. The clinking of glasses and boisterous laughter are replaced by an unnerving quiet. The crushing monotony and isolation sometimes led to mental strain, even madness. This psychological toll undoubtedly contributed to the despair that drove many residents away. Disease outbreaks like cholera or smallpox could decimate communities rapidly. The fear of contagion often led to hasty evacuations, leaving infected homes behind. Ultimately, the lack of economic viability was the main killer. When the promised resources depleted and opportunities vanished, the towns were slowly or quickly abandoned. Oakhaven, a lumber town, met a swift end after its primary forest was cleared. The silence of the empty woods now serves as testament to its downfall. The machinery of industry, once the heart of these towns, now sits frozen in time. Rusting tools and silent engines are monuments to forgotten labor. As human presence dwindled, nature began to reclaim these settlements. Wildlife roamed freely through empty streets, their silent passage a stark contrast to past human bustle. Rhyolite, Nevada is known for its bottle house and the gold reel sculpture, remnants of art and life amidst utter desolation and abandonment. Tales persist of spectral games of chance continuing in abandoned saloons. The echoes of dice rolls and shuffling cards are said to haunt these lonely places. Many ghost towns report sightings of shadowy figures or faces peering from the windows of abandoned homes, fleeting glimpses of unseen inhabitants. St. Augustine, Florida, though, a living city, has legends of spectral figures, Spanish soldiers, prisoners, haunting its historic streets and structures. The sounds of phantom mining operations are reportedly heard in some abandoned mines, the clang of pickaxes and the rumble of carts long gone. Journeys to and from these isolated towns were perilous. Unmarked graves along old trails are silent testaments to those who perished en route. In towns reliant on railways, the phantom sound of a train whistle or the rumble of unseen carriages is sometimes reported, a ghost of transportation. Photographers document these towns, but occasionally capture anomalies, inexplicable shadows, orbs, or figures that defy rational explanation in their images. Some visitors claim to hear faint music or voices calling from empty buildings, a seductive but eerie invitation from the past. In towns with banks, the spectral figure of a stern banker or a desperate depositor is sometimes seen, guarding or searching for lost fortunes. Doctors' offices and hospitals, places of healing, often hold a particular sadness. Spectral nurses or doctors are said to continue their duties in silence. The relentless rhythm of the blacksmith's hammer is another sound reportedly heard, The spectral forge glows, its phantom work continuing endlessly. These towns are more than just ruins. They are monuments to human resilience, suffering, and the relentless pursuit of a better life against formidable odds. Artists sometimes find inspiration in these desolate places, claiming spectral muses guide their hands, imbuing their work with an unsettling, otherworldly quality. Old wells are often sites of lore. Residents might claim to hear voices or see apparitions rising from the dark, watery depths. Clock towers, once symbols of community order, now stand silent or broken. Their phantom chimes are said to mark moments lost to time. Abandoned churches, once places of solace, now stand empty. The spectral echo of hymns or sermons might still linger within their silent, hallowed walls. Inns and boarding houses often feature tales of the original innkeeper, forever tending to spectral guests or polishing phantom glasses. The phantom sound of a mail cart or the sight of a spectral mailman making his rounds is sometimes reported, a reminder of lost connections. Tragically, sometimes the spectral echoes of children playing are heard or seen, a heartbreaking reminder of young lives cut short or families leaving. Tombstone, Arizona, with its Wild West history, is said to be haunted by figures like Sheriff Behan and Wyatt Earp, forever tied to its violent past. In old boarding houses or restaurants, the spectral sounds of cooking, chopping, and clattering plates are reportedly heard from unused kitchens. The spectral presence of a sheriff or lawman patrolling empty streets is a common trope, ensuring a silent, eternal order in these forgotten communities. Jerome, Arizona, built on a steep hillside, has tales of mine collapses and spectral miners, its precarious existence adding to its eerie allure. In former logging towns, the spectral sound of axes swinging and saws cutting through phantom trees can reportedly be heard in the silence. A spectral purse or pouch, sometimes filled with ghostly coins, is said to appear and disappear in old saloons or gaming rooms, tempting the unwary. In towns with strong religious foundations, the spectral voice of a preacher delivering a final, dire warning might be heard echoing from the church. Even in abandoned homesteads, spectral gardens are sometimes said to bloom, tended by unseen hands, reminding visitors of lost domesticity. In frontier towns, tales of spectral trappers setting phantom traps or checking unseen snares are whispered on the wind. Sometimes, the faint, spectral ringing of a school bell is heard, summoning phantom children to lessons that will never begin. In towns that suffered high mortality, the spectral undertaker is sometimes seen, continuing his solemn work in an eternally quiet parlor. The last spark from a phantom forge, the echo of a final swing, these spectral remnants signify the end of an era in these towns. The archivist, driven by a deep historical curiosity, continues to seek out these forgotten places, piecing together their fragmented and often chilling pasts. These spectral encounters are not just supernatural events. They are often seen as manifestations of lives cut short, dreams unrealized, and stories left untold. Photographers visiting these sites often report sudden drops in temperature or an inexplicable feeling of being watched, adding to the unsettling atmosphere. Occasionally, a lone, weathered individual might still reside near a ghost town, a living link to its past, sharing fragmented, often unsettling, memories. Imagining spectral architects redrawing plans or spectral builders revisiting their unfinished work adds another layer to the haunting mystique of these places. In towns with former courthouses, the spectral sound of a gavel striking wood or the echo of a phantom verdict adds to the sense of eternal judgment. The archivist ponders the enduring power of these echoes, realizing that each ghost town is a story waiting to be remembered, a testament to human experience. These abandoned settlements, bathed in shadow and mystery, continue to whisper their tales, inviting us to listen, to remember, and to respect the lives they once held. What ghostly tales have you encountered in your explorations? Share your own encounters or favorite haunted histories in the comments below. Let's keep these stories alive.